since you're here, it's now. It seems a caricature of the Nigerian Correctional Service that there will be a press release suspending officers, and your superior steps up here or steps out here and says they have not been personally served, and so they are still in uniform. Is that how it works there?
Sir, this is a regimental service. If you are not very passionate of the word you use, one might say the best for it. Honestly, it is like everybody had on paper, on here, that myself and my colleague from media were suspended. But up to today, there is no letter to the effect.
Have you taken steps to verify if your team is service or suspended from service? As a dutiful officer?
As a dutiful officer, if somebody is on suspension that is heading such a custodial institution with immediate effect, there will be somebody to replace him. So far as nobody is there to take over from me, I should maintain the ground for the safety of the.
You kindly confirm that the suspension was a farce?
Not yet to pass, but as it's on paper, I hope. And
are you confirming that? Okay, I'll change my vote now. Are you confirming with this parliament that the suspension was fake?
I'm not saying it's a fake, because it's on paper.
What paper? It's a press release signed by an authority of the Nigerian Correctional Service. Do you know the officer that signed your suspension?
It's board secretary, sir.
Do you know him? Is there an officer in charge of the board, particularly the one that signed that suspension?
Sir, my corporate general is here, sir, and I've not received any.
Aware of any suspension, of any press release suspending you?
I'm aware of the press release, like I said, suspending myself and my colleague in video.
Did you confirm if that suspension was valid or not?
Like I said, sir.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
Was there a response from the Nigerian Correctional Service that the suspension was invalid to entitle you to continue to wear uniform and address Parliament? While you're on suspension, you are making a caricature of Parliament. And I won't sit here and listen to somebody.
Okay, so such revelations, right? You saw the prisons guy there being interrogated by House of Reps members. A panel actually, a committee that was set up to look into the case, had a good time or a laughing time because it was embarrassing. Why this is somewhat of an eye-opener for a lot of persons, it is a confirmation of what some of us already had said. There are two sides to the political leaders in this country. Those that looks at us as social media errands and talkatives. The others that comes to manipulate the social media just to get away with things. You saw what the SEC did. They didn't care about us. But then the Minister of Interior, Olubumi Ojo, took in very dark man, created a pseudo investigation, acted as though he was he was dealing with or he was in a very civilized or sane climb, but went on to suspend only on social media without issuing letter and following up to ensure that the officers were actually suspended. Again, like I said, eye-opener for a lot of you, but confirmation of what we have said. I think it was comedian Acapella that has said in that his video that has gone viral that it is the government that actually controls the media. Unfortunately, VDM was caught in the web. He was somewhere even trying to tell Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure that he retains Olubumi Ojo in the ministry as one of his ministers, because there has been an impending ministerial shake-up that has been awaited. Again, too many drama associated, so that people begin to talk, and then suddenly, do you need to use 2 weeks to announce, or is it a World Cup? All these guys know what they are doing. Now suddenly on Twitter, if you go on Twitter, formerly Twitter, now X, people are hyping the Minister of Power. They are the failed minister of power because suddenly he has left power. And then when he survives this shake-up, I don't know, they may not even do any form of reshuffling. They just create. So these guys know what to do to create talk, and it's like you can see it. This is it. You would not have expected that the Minister of Interior, who had created an impression of a worker, or you do not have power over these things. Did you appoint the man? You know how the man reached there. You know the godfather we get. If Bobrisky can have a godfather that can say, I will never allow you to go to prison. Now a director in Nigerian Correctional Service, you go just throw him like that. Do you know? You know who these people are? I told you some days ago, some months ago, I was still traveling that time to Auchi for the job I was doing. Every week I was on the road. I had a confrontation one time with a policeman, and then he told me to my face, boy, if you try me, I will shoot you, roll your dead body, enter here, and I'll continue my life. If your family can't get level enough, not be social media, not be noise, forget say you be media person with my ID card. If your family get level enough, and then they do anyhow, they go sack me for now. Then I'll go enter police from the north. He told me that. I can never forget. That was the last time I ever had an argument with a police officer. He said, I'll go use note enter. In 2 years' time, I will go come back here. You want to hold me for road that time? That is how the system is messed up. So all those ones you are seeing on social media, this one police arrested. Oh, you see that police committed crime, and then camera will know. You see all this just to ensure that we follow up. I think I said it in my video some days back. A friend of mine told me that somebody that we knew was in jail. He said he saw him in a club. But because this kind of information wasn't so public at that time, we argued with him and told him to shut up. He said, I see him for club. He argued, he said, no, you know what he see. We told him to shut up. Now, with all these evidences, these guys, we have to learn that whatever we see online, these guys are the one. They detect it. So when people say that some of these quarrels are unnecessary, they are created to make us begin to lose sight of the real conversation, they are not lying. They are not lying. You see, Anna, say on social media suspension, there's nobody suspended. You don't hear. EFCC on the other part that is supposed to uphold their integrity. They have made up. Nobody was suspended. You are asking Bobrisky to come and name. Did you not? Don't you have a list of the officers that had dealings with Bobrisky throughout the time of this case? You have exonerated yourself from it. And you think it's normal that you just said that you dropped it. Why did you drop it? Before EFCC had a charge on Bobrisky, it means that you have had at least intel or you've had basic information, but they are trying to explain that they use us, they play. Why some of us they talk, we say we don't already come, we don't day. It is because we have already started. Bible says he puts his hands on the plow, cannot look back. Oh, that means not be say there is hope in sight. There's no hope at sight. Forget it. Not be say there is any chance at all for anything to get better. We are only doing what we are doing so that at least posterity will be kind to us. That at least we added our voice. This country. Forget.